Last time we have seen the definition of electric potential energy. It is the total amount of work done in assembling a system of charges by bringing the charges from infinity to their present location. त्याची एक केस आपण बघितलेली सिस्टम ऑफ टू चार्जेस. So we have derived that relation. In this derivation, what is the main condition? There is no electric field present initially. Before bringing the two charges, first charge from infinity to the given point, given location, there is no electric field present. This is the main condition. Now, the next case is we have to find the electric potential of the system of n charges. तर डायरेक्टली आपण n चार्जेसचा फॉर्म्युला डेरिव्ह करणार नाही, आपण फक्त जनरलायझेशन करणार आहोत. सो व्हॉट इज द प्रोसिजर? नाउ फर्स्ट वी विल फाइंड केस नंबर 1, potential energy of the system of 3 charges, then 4 charges, and then n charges. So we will derive the expression for the electrical potential energy of the system of 3 charges only. Then we will go for 4 charges and then we will generalize for n charges. तर या पद्धतीने आपण आता ही प्रोसेस कंप्लीट करणार आहोत. Again, the main assumption is in all these cases, whether there are 2 charges or 3 charges or 4 charges or n charges, initially there is no electric field. हा जर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड प्रेझेंट असेल तर त्या केसेस आपण नंतर बघणार आहोत, त्या पण केसेस आपण स्टडी करणार आहोत. लक्षात? सो there is no electric field initially in a given region where we have to bring the 3 charges Q1, Q2, Q3. So the assumption is very important. So we are using the arrangement like this. So 3 charges Q1, Q2, Q3 are brought from infinity to the point A, B, C like this one. So suppose this is the x y z coordinate. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, and this is the z-axis. So this is the origin O. So the 3 charges Q1, Q2, Q3 are brought from infinity to the point A, B, C respectively like this. So Q1 charge is brought from infinity to the point A. A point has location vector R1. Here Q1 charge is brought from infinity. This is the point B, where the charge Q2 is brought, and this is the point C where the charge Q3 is brought from infinity. So this C point has position vector R3, this B point has the position vector R2 like this. So A, B, C point are located at given by the position vector. Now this distance between A and B, it is denoted R12. The distance between Q2 and Q3, it is denoted by R23, and distance between Q1 and Q3, it is denoted by R13 like this. So this is the 3 charges system that we have to prepare, that we have to assemble. एक एक चार्ज आपण आणणार आहोत. अगोदर Q1 चार्ज इन्फिनिटी पासून आहे त्यावर. Consider the present location of Q1, Q2 and Q3 at points A, B and C respectively in this condition is important in field free region, that is there is no electric field present in the region initially before bringing the charges, before bringing the first charge. एकदा पहिला चार्ज आला की तिथे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ऑटोमॅटिकली प्रोड्यूस होते. So this condition is very important in the last derivation also and in this derivation also. Now we will start the procedure. Let W1 is equal to work done in bringing Q1 from infinity to the point E. So W1 is equal to 0, equation 1, because there is no electric field or no electric force against which charge Q1 is moved. So this is the reason W1 is equal to 0. When let W2 is equal to work done in bringing Q2 from infinity to the point B against the force of repulsion of Q1. Therefore, W2 is equal to, it is given by potential of Q1 at point B multiplied by charge Q2 brought from infinity to B. Actually अपन हा फॉर्म्युला करतो. Potential is defined as work done per unit discharge and therefore work done is equal to potential multiplied by charge. The movable charge is in the second bracket and potential is produced by the Q1. So we know the formula for potential due to the single charge. So it is given by Q1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught AB multiplied by Q2, but we have denoted AB by distance between Q1 and Q2, and therefore W2 is equal to Q1 Q2 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R12. So this is equation second. हा फॉर्म्युला पण मागच्या डिराइव्ह केलेला आहे. So this work done is denoted by, instead of W2 we will denote it by W12. So this is the W1 plus W12. This addition will give the potential energy of the system of two charges. This formula we have already derived in the case number A. This is case number B. Potential energy of the system of n charges. Now we have to bring the third charge Q3. Now when the charge Q3 is brought from infinity to the point C, then now there are two electric fields. One is produced by Q1, other is produced by Q2. One repulsive force of Q1, other repulsive force of Q2. या आपण जेव्हा Q3 मूव्ह करणार इन्फिनिटी पासून सी पॉइंटला, तेव्हा दोन फोर्सेस ऑफ रिपल्शन आहेत. एक Q1 ची फोर्स आणि दुसरी क्यूटी फोर्स. दोघांच्या अगेन्स्ट आपल्याला दोघी फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्शनच्या अगेन्स्ट आपल्याला चार्ज Q3 रिमूव्ह करायचा आहे. तिथे आपल्याला वर्क डन करताना इथे जशी एकच टर्म होती तशी तिथे दोन टर्म होतील. एक म्हणजे W13 वर्क डन अगेन्स्ट द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ऑफ Q1 in bringing Q3 from infinity to and W23 like this. So when Q3 is brought from infinity to point C, work is done against the electric fields of Q1 and Q2 both. Therefore, W13 is equal to work done against the electric field of Q1 in bringing Q3 from infinity to the point C, and therefore W13 is equal to potential. पुन्हा आपण हाच फॉर्म्युला यूज करतो. Potential of Q1 at point C multiplied by charge Q3 brought from infinity to C, and therefore this is equal to W13. हा पोटेंशियलचा फॉर्म्युला काय मग Q1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R13. AC च्या ऐवजी मी डायरेक्ट R13 व्हॅल्यू सबस्टिट्यूट केली multiplied by Q2 multiplied by Q3, and therefore W13 work done against the electric field of Q1 is equal to Q1 Q3 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R13. So this is equation 3. This is equation 3. आता Q3 ला आपण जेव्हा C पॉईंट जाणार तेव्हा Q2 चं पण इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड आहे, त्याच्या अगेन्स्ट पण ते वर्क करावं लागेल. इट इज डिनोटेड बाय सेम सिम्बॉल W13 च्या ऐवजी तिथे W23 आपण फक्त यूज करणार. तर हे सफिक्स स्मॉल पाहिजे. इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय Q2 and the charge is moved Q3 from infinity to C point like this. So this next work done is the W23 is equal to work done in bringing Q3 from infinity to C against the electric field of Q2, and therefore W23 is equal to potential of Q2, potential produced by Q2 at point C multiplied by charge Q3 brought from infinity to the point C, their present location, and therefore W23 is equal to this potential is given by charge Q2 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Now we have to take the distance BC, and that distance BC is equal to R23 multiplied by Q3, and therefore W23 is equal to Q2 Q3 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R23. So this is equation 3b. So 3 and 3 will give the work done in bringing Q3 from infinity to the point C. Again the electric field of Q1 and Q2. Both electric field will repel the charge Q3 like this. Now all the charges are assembled. Q1 is brought at infinity, is brought from infinity to the point A, no work is done. Q2 is brought from infinity to the point B, work done is given by equation 2. And Q3 is brought from infinity to the point C, work done is given by W13 and W23 like this. So let W is equal to total work done in assembling the system of three charges Q1, Q2 and Q3 to bring them from infinity to their present location A, B and C respectively, and therefore this W is given by work done for Q1, work done for Q2 and work done for this is work done for the first charge, work done for the second charge, and this bracket is work done for the third charge. Work done again the force of repulsion of Q1, work done again the force of repulsion of Q2 like this. So W1 is equal to 0 and this value is the Q1 Q2 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R12 plus into bracket Q1 Q3 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R13 plus Q2 Q3 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R23 like this. So W is equal to, now 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught is common into bracket Q1 Q2 upon R1, Q1 Q3 upon R13, Q2 Q3 upon R23 etc. So U is equal to W is equal to this much is equal to potential energy of system of three charges, given by equation A. Now we can generalize like this. For system of four charges Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4, potential energy U is equal to total work done in assembling the system of four charges is equal to W1 work done for the first charge, W12 work done for the second charge, W13 plus W23 work done for the third charge plus आता चौथ्या चार्जसाठी वर्क डन घ्यायला बघा. वर्क डन अगेन द force of repulsion between Q1 and Q4, work done again the force of repulsion of 2 and 4, and work done for the force of repulsion between 3 and 4. टर्म वाढत चालले, इथे दोनच टर्म होते, इथे तीन टर्म आले. So Q4 is repelled by three forces of repulsion: electric field due to the Q1, electric field due to the Q2, and electric field due to the Q3. So we can write down these values like this. So U, system of four charges, has potential energy. W1 is equal to 0 as usual. This is the formula that we had derived last time. Q1 Q2 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R12 plus this bracket is Q1 Q3 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R13 plus Q2 Q3 अपॉन 4 पाय एप्सिलॉन नॉट R23 हा फॉर्म्युला आपण इक्वेशन ए मध्ये डिराईव्ह केलेला आहे. याच्यामध्ये ॲडिशन द ॲडिशन W14 is equal to Q1 Q4 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R14 plus W24 means Q2 Q4 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R24 plus Q3 Q4 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R34 like this. So total sum are like this. So potential energy of the system of 4 charges is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught constant into bracket Q1 Q2 upon R12 plus Q1 Q3 upon R13 plus Q2 Q3 upon R23 plus Q1 Q4 upon R14 plus Q2 Q4 upon R24 plus Q3 Q4 upon R34 like this. Total term याप्रमाणे आपल्याला like this. So this is for 4 charges system. For n charges, U is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught summation for all the particles Qi, Qj upon Rij. हा Q1 जर आपण घेतला तर Q1 Q2 Q1 Q3 Q1 Q4 Qn अशाच n टर्म मिळतील आपल्याला. I and J both are varying from 1 to n. So there are very large number of terms. So this is the general formula. Using summation sign, you can write down the formula like this. So this is the case B. Electric potential energy of the system of n charges is given by U is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught summation of Qi, Qj, Rij. I varies, J varies from 1 to n, and all the charges, all the particles are considered like this. So this is the formula for n system of n charges, system of 4 charges, system of 3 charges, and system of 2 charges. In 2 charges system. Hello, sir. So the method is same. To bring the charge, we have to do some work against the electric field or against the force of repulsion, and that work then is added. So every time when we add new charge, there is a force. Of course, here we are assuming that all the charges are positive, and therefore work is done against the force of repulsion. Sometimes the charges may be negative. मग समजा आता Q2 चार्ज जर निगेटिव्ह असेल तर ह्या ब्रॅकेटमधल्या ज्या टर्म्स आहेत त्या सर्व ठिकाणी Q2 ची व्हॅल्यू मायनस येईल. So some term may be positive, some term may be negative, but the formula is same. So if the charge is negative, then that term will have minus sign. Now if Q1 and Q2 both are negative, तर जिथे जिथे Q1 Q2 negative येतील ते सर्व negative positive होऊन जाईल. So first term will become positive in that equation like this. So this is about the potential energy. So this is the important condition. All the charges are kept in the field-free region. There is no electric field in this region. Therefore, when first charge is brought from infinity to here, then no work is done. Now, if there is an electric field present in this region, then that field may be produced by any external source charge other than this Q1, Q2, Q3. इथे बाहेर कुठे जरी कॅपिटल Q चार्ज आहे आणि त्या Q चार्जमुळे आपण इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ह्या रिजनमध्ये प्रोड्यूस केलेलं आहे. सो ए पॉईंट विल हॅव पोटेन्शियल, B point will have certain potential in the electric field like this, and again that potential you have to do some work in bringing Q1, Q2, Q3 one by one. So now we will consider the two cases where there is a electric field present. पहिल्या दोघी केसेसमध्ये A आणि B मध्ये आपण field free region यूज केला होता. केसेसमध्ये डिफरन्स काय तो लक्षात घ्या. Now we will consider the region where the electric field is already present by the external source, and then we have to bring first charge Q1, second charge Q2, third charge Q3, and what is the change in the expression for the potential is that we have to see. Okay. Now this is the third case that we are going to consider. In case A and B, initially there is no electric field in the given region, but here there is electric field already present in a given region, and we have to bring the charge, single charge Q, from infinity to any point inside the electric field. So that point inside the electric field we will consider as a point now. So the figure will be as usual. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, and this is the z-axis. This is the origin O, and a point is located at distance r. R is the position vector of the point A where the electric field is present. And here we are bringing the charge Q from infinity to point A. So A point is inside the electric field. Consider a point A having location or position vector, having location vector R inside the external electric field E produced by some external source charge. External electric field E is produced by the source charge. Now, therefore, V is equal to potential at point A due to electric field E. When there is an electric field, there is some potential at any point inside the electric field. V is equal to potential at point A due to the electric field. Therefore, V is equal to work done in bringing unit positive charge, that is plus 1 coulomb, in bringing unit positive charge from infinity to the point A. Therefore, W is equal to amount of work done in bringing the charge Q from infinity to the point A, and therefore W is given by potential of the point A, potential at A due to external source charge multiplied by charge Q brought from infinity to A. Therefore, W is equal to V multiplied by Q. So this is equation 1. This work done, W is equal to U is equal to potential energy of the charge q at location A, and therefore U potential of the system of single charge is equal to potential V multiplied by Q into V. हा झाला प्रॉब्लेम. This is the required expression for the potential energy of a single charge at a given point A. A point का potential जर आपल्याला माहिती असेल तर याच्यावर आपण करू शकतो. This U is a increasing potential energy. आपण पोटेन्शियल एनर्जी युनिट डिफाईन केलेले आहे जूल अँड इलेक्ट्रॉन व्होल्ट. तर त्याच्यामध्ये आपण ह्या डेफिनेशन ऑलरेडी बघितलेले आहे ते. सो दिस इज अबाउट द फर्स्ट केस. got to bring the single charge in an external electric field at point A. Now if two charges are brought from infinity to the point A and B inside the electric field, then what will be the change in the equation that we have to see. So this case is similar to the case B, only the change is in case B there was no electric field present initially. Here initially some electric field is present like this. So again the electric field were to do some work in bringing the first charge Q1. तिथे Q1 च्या वर्कची व्हॅल्यू W1 0 होती, इथे 0 नाही येणार. लक्षात. So the situation is like this. Again we are considering the system like this. X axis, y axis, z axis, origin O. So A is a point inside the electric field having location R1. B is another point inside the electric field having location R2. A and B, both the points are inside the electric field. So at point A, due to the external electric field, the potential is V1. At point B, it is inside the electric field, therefore it has potential V2. So V1 and V2 are the potential. Now we are to bring the two charges Q1 and Q2 from infinity to point A and B. So Q1 charge is brought first from infinity to point A, then Q2 charge is brought from infinity to the point B like this. So this distance is R12. So the situation is like this. Consider two points A and B having location vector R1 and vector R2 with respect to origin O respectively in a region where external electric field E electric field E is present produced by some external source charge. जो आपण फिगर मध्ये दाखवलेलं आहे, the source charge is other than Q1 and Q2. It may be capital Q. So capital Q is the source charge in produces the electric field in this region. Therefore, due to the electric field at point A and B, there are some potential like this. Let V1 is equal to electric potential of point A, B due to electric field E. V2 is equal to electric potential at point B due to external electric field E. So V1 and V2 are the potential. Now, when the first charge Q1 is brought from infinity to the point A, then we have to do some work because there is some electric field there, and that work done is given by again the same formula. Work done is equal to potential multiplied by test charge to be moved like this. Initially Q1 and Q2 both the charges are at infinity. Initially Q1 and Q2 are at infinity. Therefore, when the charge Q1 is brought from infinity to point A against the electric field E, therefore some work W1 is required. So W1 is equal to work done in bringing Q1 from infinity to the point A against the electric field intensity E, and therefore W1 is equal to potential of point A due to external electric field E multiplied by charge Q1 brought from infinity to the point A, and therefore W1 is equal to V1 multiplied by Q1. So this is the question mark. मागच्या केसमध्ये W1 ची व्हॅल्यू 0 होती बी केसमध्ये, आणि तिथे फील्डच नव्हतं. इथे मात्र काहीतरी वर्क आपल्याला करावं लागेल. सो फॉर द फर्स्ट चार्ज Q1 टू ब्रिंग फ्रॉम इन्फिनिटी टू द प्रेझेंट लोकेशन ए सम वर्क इज रिक्वायर्ड अँड इट इज गिव्हन बाय इक्वेशन 1. आता जेव्हा आपण Q2 चार्ज आणणार तर Q2 चार्जसाठी आपल्याला दोन वर्क करावं लागतील. एक म्हणजे एक्सटर्नल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ईच्या अगेन, आणि दुसरा आता Q1चा पण इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड प्रोड्यूस झाला. So two types of work is required when Q2 is brought from infinity to point B, then work is done against the external electric field E as well as the electric field produced by Q1. So W2 is equal to work done against electric field E, and it is given by potential at point B पुन्हा आपण हाच फॉर्म्युला यूज करतो. पोटेन्शियल ॲट पॉइंट बी due to external electric field E multiplied by charge Q2 brought from infinity to the point B, and therefore W2 is equal to V2 multiplied by Q2. This is equation second, or this is equation 2a. W12 चा meaning पुन्हा नेहमी सारखाच. W12 is equal to work done in bringing Q2 from infinity to the point B against the electric field of Q1, and therefore W12 is equal to potential at B due to Q1 multiplied by charge Q2 brought. And therefore W12 is equal to, this potential is given by Q1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught AB multiplied by Q2. This is equal to Q1 Q2 upon 4 pi epsilon naught AB is replaced by R12. So this is equation 2. The first charge Q1 चा वर्क डन आपण इक्वेशन 1 मध्ये घेतला आणि सेकंड चार्ज Q2 च्या वर्क डन ची आपण 2a आणि 2b मध्ये लिहिली. So total work is done like this. Let W is equal to total work done in assembling the system of two charges Q1 and Q2. Therefore W is equal to work done for first charge, work done for second charge, and work done against the electric field of first charge. So W1, W2 and this W12. So this is equation 3. The second bracket is the version for the Q2, version for Q1, version for Q2. So W total version is equal to W1 की value Q1 V1 plus Q2 V2 plus this value is Q1 Q2 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R12, and that W is stored in the form of electric potential energy U of the system of two charges. Therefore, U is equal to W is equal to Q1 V1 plus Q2 V2 plus Q1 Q2 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R12. This is equation D. D कैसा रिजल्ट आपल्याला आणला? When there is no external field in the field free region, this V1 or this Q1 V1 and Q2 V2 will become 0. ह्या दोन टर्म तिथे कट झालं कारण इनिशियली इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड नाही आहे तिथे. सो नो वर्क इज डन फॉर Q1 अगेन द एक्सटर्नल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, नो वर्क इज डन अगेन फॉर Q2 अगेन द एक्सटर्नल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. इथे फक्त एकच इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड होतं Q1चं. तर ह्या दोघी टर्म तिथे 0 होऊन जातात. म्हणजे इक्वेशनमध्ये काय चेंज झालं तो पण आपल्याला माहिती पाहिजे. सो दिस इज द पोटेन्शियल एनर्जी ऑफ द सिस्टम ऑफ two charges in an external electric field like this. Now, in case of potential, we have considered the cases like this. First, we have find the potential due to a single charge, then potential due to the two charges but having condition equal in magnitude, opposite in sign, that is called as the dipole, and then n charges. आता इथे आपल्याला इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेन्शियल एनर्जी डायपोलची, इलेक्ट्रिक डायपोलची कन्सिडर करायची. तर डायपोलवर ॲक्ट होणाऱ्या टॉर्कचा फॉर्म्युला आपण लास्ट इयरला डिराईव्ह केलेला आहे. वेन द इलेक्ट्रिक डायपोल इज प्लेस्ड इन एक्सटर्नल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, युनिफॉर्म इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, अँड इफ इट इज रोटेटेड थ्रू अँगल थीटा, then some torque is acting on it which is responsible to bring the dipole to its initial position. So that torque is also called as the restoring torque, and it is given by the equation. So expression for torque acting on electric dipole in uniform external electric field and torque acting on the magnetic dipole, both expressions are similar. So using that expression we have to find the potential energy, because again the restoring torque we are doing some work, and that work done is stored in the form of electrical potential energy. या आपण पुढची जी केस बघणार आहोत ती काय असणार आहे मग, वी हॅव टू फाइंड द इलेक्ट्रिकल पोटेन्शियल एनर्जी ऑफ ॲन इलेक्ट्रिक डायपोल इन युनिफॉर्म इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. ती केस आपल्याला नेक्स्ट टाईमला बघायची आहे. ओके, सो वी विल स्टॉप हियर.